Hello. Welcome back again, everybody, to another episode of Bandwidth and Banter. We're actually on episode 104, and it's the last episode of 2024, and the last episode of our second year of Bandwidth and Banter. Hell yeah.
Yup. Yup.
Man, amazing. So, folks, next year in January, we're going to be taking a month off. So, no Bandwidth and Banter for the month of January, but we're going to hit it hardcore back in February again. So, we need to take a break. We've been really burning the candle on both ends for 2 years, and we got to give ourselves the mental break for a little while. But we've already got, I think, February all lined up, and I think some into March too, so it's going to be exciting.
Europe.
It's
gonna be good.
Yeah. Last week we had well-bred. Is that right?
Well-bred grapefruit.
Well-bred grapefruit was on Friday. I thought we had. Wait a minute.
Wait.
No, we had Nomi.
Nomi. It was Nomi.
Yeah, that's not right. We had Nomi.
That is not
this
right.
must have been
Nomi.
From before. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Nomi.
Yeah. Nomi was on last week. And no, you're not easily forgotten. We wrote it down wrong. Nomi, you're always in our minds because, tentacles. Just kidding. Seriously,
Anyways,
though.
so we had Nomi last week. It was wonderful.
Indeed. In fact, you can go check out her interview. Went live at 10 a.m. this morning.
Correct.
So, very cool. Very cool. Man. The next guest that we have on today, I'm super excited because he's just a joy. He's fun and hilarious, and oh my God, what a dancer. You guys are going to fall in love with him too. This person is part of the Nord fam, and that's how we met him through Nerdy Northerner. And it's an honor to have on the show today, Druid.
Squeaks.
Thank you. Here we go. There is the man himself. Yay! Squeaks, please reintroduce yourself and share something about your stream that is meaningful to you.
Sounds good. Hi guys, my name's Squeaks. I'm a variety streamer. I'm also a rogue streamer. Part of the NordFam stream team, and we're currently on a partner push, but I would say the most important thing about my channel, me as a person, is that we are solely about positivity, being able to support one another, support other streamers, be there for people in general, and that's pretty much what we've made this partner push about. That's the reason why. The reason why we want the check mark is to be able to reach out to more and more people, to give that many more people an opportunity to get a break from whatever they got going on, on a daily basis. So,
hell yeah, I agree. I mean, that's exactly why we thought you were a perfect fit to come on the show, because of your drive to share positivity and influence people in a good way to influence their mood into a better one, because IRL life can be a pain in the ass sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely can.
It's beautiful. No, I'm so excited. I'm pumped.
Yep. And you get to start us off, so you go for it, Druid.
I'm so lucky. Squeaks, please share a boring fact about yourself.
A boring fact about myself. I was born in New York, moved to Massachusetts when I was 1, and then moved to North Carolina, where I now reside and have been for the last 17 years. It's a boring fact because North Carolina has everything and nothing here.
Okay. We shall explore this more later.
Think about having your capital city not be the largest city in your state. It doesn't make sense.
You're right. I get that. Ironically, it's that way here in Texas too. You know, Austin is the capital of Texas, but Dallas and Houston have outgrown it by a large margin.
That's a great point.
All right,
Texas
so
counts as like 3 states, I think. But sorry, continue.
Fair.
So Squeaks, please tell us, how did you pick your Twitch name and what was the inspiration?
Funny that you asked this because I've recently been asked by a few people who have been newly introduced to the community. I'll start with, I am blind in one eye. As some of you guys can probably tell, one of them looks very different from the other one. I have a cataract that's in one of them. But I have been that way since I can remember. I went to a sleepaway camp when I was younger. Started going when I was about 9 or 10 years old, up to Maine in the summer. If you guys have not been to Maine in the summer, it's fucking gorgeous. But when I first got there, the first night, there's a talent show. And what I had been doing for, the previous, year, we'll say, was kind of messing with my eye. Like, you see people flip their eyelids up and kind of like have it go. Yeah. I figured out while messing around with my eye that I could fart with my eye. And so what I decided to do, the genius that I am, is have somebody hold a microphone up to me while I'm doing this. And basically farted with my eye into a microphone. And then I was adorned the name Squeaks, or Squeaky. It was actually Squeaky because I was much younger then. But it developed into Squeaks as I got older. So that's where the nickname comes from. I tried to have that nickname, but it was apparently taken at the time. So I was like, hey, let's get creative. We'll use leet speech. So kind of like what Goblin said there, is we use leet speech. So 5qu34k5.
Wow. So you're definitely going to fit in if you ever get to hang out in Druid's chat then, because she literally is the leader of the fart army.
Yep.
Stinky's chatting on Twitch. Let's go, baby.
That's fantastic.
Beautiful.
I love it.
My heart is so full. That's such a beautiful story.
Yep.
So, and then obviously because you're Squeaks, like squirrels are, it makes sense. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah. Oh, so beautiful.
Yep.
Squeaks, what D&D class do you consider yourself to be in real life?
Paladin.
Ooh, okay.
And the only reason why I say that as quickly as I do is because that's what I typically play. I typically play paladins. I've been other characters as well, but it's, I recently have been watching and not anticipating and hanging out with Papa J-Dub a little bit more. I don't know if you guys know him, another member of the NordFam stream team, but he talked about not just supporting people but championing them. And it's like going a step further than just supporting. It's like, how do we not just support, not just lift up, but like push it, like, right, like the huge ray of sunshine just boom right on them, right. So that's what I associate myself with, my channel with, my stream with, as well as my D&D character with, which is kind of what paladins are known for. Is that huge just holy light that just comes down out of nowhere. So
encouragement and empowerment. I love that. Oh, I love that so much, dude.
Everybody's gonna watch me slowly fall in love with Squeaks.
I know, right?
as we can't, like, the heart eyes are just gonna start like. That's beautiful. I'm currently playing a paladin right now in D&D.
Yep.
It's pretty badass. She's pretty cool.
Fun to play.
So much fun.
So next question, Squeaks. Easy one. Where do you hide your nuts?
In this container right here. Roasted and salted cashews. Yeah, honestly, probably in the cabinets in the kitchen.
Okay.
Beautiful.
And
Fair enough.
they
Fair enough.
tend to go missing pretty quickly, and then I find them in my stomach.
That's kind of the best place for them, you know. It's really strange that squirrels just like to hoard them in their mouth and then leave them in trees.
And then hide them.
Yeah.
And then hide them in my yard all over the place.
There you go.
They hide them and never come back to them. It's funny. Anyway.
And a few in there.
What inspired your dance redeems and theme? Like dancing, what inspired that?
So, first off, I'm a Zumba instructor as well. So
badass.
I've been instructor for the last 10 plus years.
Mhm.
And I do my own choreography as well.
Oh my God, you have that in common with Star Kitty. Sorry, interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, you're perfectly fine. All good.
So my singing together, she doesn't teach Zumba, but she teaches body flow and high up for Les Mills. And
yes, very cool.
Anyway, sorry, go ahead. And she also she's been doing it for almost 10 years and also creates her own choreography. So I'm just like blown away by the synergy. Awesome. Sorry, go ahead.
No, all good. No, but that's really cool because I'm also a registered and certified group fitness instructor. Yep. So that kind of like that's how I knew exactly what you were talking about. Wow. I'm like, yep, I know that. But way back when, it was 2 years ago, it's another streamer, Lorthan, who I've been friends with since then, who has kind of helped guide me in the initial stages of streaming. And I was like, you know what? Because he was like, what do you want to do with your stream? Like, you know, what is your stream's personality going to be and all of that type of stuff. And I was like, I want to dance. I want to dance. I want to have fun. I want to jump around. And that's what I decided to lean into, and that's what I've done. Is we literally play games 10% of the time, and the other 90% is me just jumping around somewhere back here with lights flashing, and that's it. And that's
so
it.
Good.
That's awesome.
So good.
That is awesome.
Whenever I need an energy boost, I will just pop into Squeak's stream and just like find the dance area. And half the time I pop in because I lurk a lot, right? I just pop in and I'm like, serotonin boost ready? Yep. Okay, I'm good. And then it's so good. It's 10 out of 10. Highly recommend, guys.
But that is like what you just said there is literally what I want for my stream. And to continue to do. Right? Because it's like, oh, one person did it. Great. We're done. Nope. Yeah. No, we got to keep going. And that's why we want the check mark is to be able to spread and to have, you know, so many people be able to have that exact same reaction. It's like, I just need to jump in here for a couple seconds, get that little bit of motivation to then get through the day and then done. Good. We're good. And we can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right on.
I want to watch you hit partner so bad. You have no idea.
Yeah. That would be amazing. Well, are any quick sidetrack a little bit here before I get on to my next question? Are there any other members of the Nord Fam stream team besides Nerdy Northerner that are partnered?
Yes. So actually, we just had the Zenny Bear. The Zenny Bear just recently had DJ Clancy come into her stream and say, hey, Merry Christmas. Here's a check mark.
Wow.
It was insane. And I think it's clipped. I'll have to ask her for the clip because it wasn't on hers. It was on the Twitch stream. It was on like Twitch's stream. It was crazy.
That's wild.
It was crazy.
That's
yes.
amazing.
So Zenny is Morning Star, who I think is currently live. Papa J Dub, who's currently live. Venora, watched her get partner as well.
Damn.
With somebody else. And there are a couple of people pushing for partner right now. Myself, Alexstria. There are a couple of people doing silent pushes, so I don't want to say their names just because they don't want to have that type of thing. But I feel like there's another one that I'm missing. I don't know why I'm missing it.
Trust me,
That's
it's
okay.
all right.
We'll let it go for now.
Don't worry, it's only going to get worse as you get older.
Yeah, I'm sure someone's going to reach out to me. It's like, you forgot my name. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Under pressure.
Here's my actual question, and this one's one that I added to this list because for personal reasons, and that is what I found on your, when we do sleuthing on people to get to know them, understand what's going on with them. What is one of your favorite animes, and what are a couple you are currently watching? I'm a big otaku, so I absolutely want to ask this question.
So, great question. I've actually got 3 posters back up there. We've got Itachi Uchiha from Naruto. Above him is Luffy from One Piece. And you can see behind me, I have a One Piece poster and Ruben's head behind him. And then up here is Goku.
Hell yeah.
And so those 3 for sure. I've also watched newer ones, My Hero Academia and Attack on Titan.
Nice.
Enjoyed both of them.
Yes.
But every night when I go to sleep, I watch Friends. I watch Friends to go to sleep too.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Not an anime, but yep.
Interesting. On the topic of anime, if you ever get a chance to watch Solo Leveling, I think you'll like it a lot.
I will add that to the list.
Yeah, I do the same.
Sticky
I'm like every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I watch 1 or 2 episodes of anime.
There you go.
Yes, so it's like part of our ritual now. Like I get up in the morning and I have breakfast and I'll watch 1 or 2 episodes. Lunch, I'll watch 1 or 2, and then Star Kitty and I. Right now, it's my 3rd time rewatching Jujutsu Kaisen with her for dinner. So.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
If you like Jujutsu Kaisen, you will also like Solo Leveling, without a doubt.
Fantastic. Yeah. I'm looking forward to watching it then.
Cool. Awesome. I'm gonna give it back to Drew now before I take over the whole interview with anime stuff.
And he will. He will. It's okay. I love it. I like to tease. Squeaks, what drew you to Twitch? How'd you end up here?
It was, what was it? 2 years ago, a little bit over 2 years ago, because I just recently had my 2-year stream anniversary. It was back in like November of 2022. I was chatting with a buddy of mine, and he was like, dude, you enjoy playing games, and you enjoy talking to people, which some people don't. Some people do not like interacting with people when they play video games, and that's perfectly okay. But he was like, put them together, go on Twitch, and you can make a little bit of money. And I was like, at one point, I was like, all right, we'll try it out. We'll see how it works. And, got completely overwhelmed initially by it. And I was like, okay, well, let's figure this out first. And then once I figured it out, I think in like January of 2023. And then I got affiliate, I think the first week in February of 2023. So I've been going ever since, but the development in the reasons why I do what I do has been, I think, the best thing for me as well as my channel.
Yeah.
Right on.
I love it.
I do too. Well, this is a perfect segue into the next question, which is, what did family and friends think when you told them you planned on streaming? Obviously, one friend helped inspire you, but
yeah. Initially, my dad was like supportive, but didn't really know or understand. My mom doesn't understand and still kind of has no clue. She's trying to figure it out. My sister's current fiance has been not active on Twitch as in streaming, but as in like watching people. So he knew, and therefore she was able to get an understanding of kind of what it entailed and all of that stuff. So they all still don't quite understand the financial aspect of it, but they don't need to.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say supportive necessarily, but I wouldn't say against it. My mom has been very, very against video gaming for a very long time. That's why I call myself a nerdy athlete, is because I was always an athlete first, and I always played the video games on the side as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I still do. I still do both.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. What struggles did you deal with when you first started streaming?
The amount of things you have to worry about. OBS sucks. Streamlabs sucks. And they don't actually suck. It's just like the issues come up infrequently, but when they do, they come up at the worst times.
That's so true.
And it's like you're feeling good, you got it going, and then all of a sudden OBS is like, "Hey, having a great day? Fuck you."
Yes.
And then
It's
you're
so
just out there
true.
like, why?
I have to rebuild my whole stream. Are you serious?
Yeah,
right now?
yeah.
Yep, the number of times I've reinstalled OBS in the last like 4 months is way higher than what it should be.
That's scary.
Way higher than what it should be. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, it is. I had an input lag issue that not even OBS support could help me with. So I'm like, oh, so this is like SOL. So we're like beyond the point of no return. Nice.
Oh.
Okay. Guys, look, I found an issue that can't be solved.
Oh my.
Great.
I would have rage quit OBS at that point. I would be like, fine, I'll go back to
Yes,
Streamlabs.
she would.
I don't care.
She would have been like, I'm going back to Streamlabs, which is technically an OBS.
It's one of the good things, like, it's one of the reasons why I'm very thankful that my stream isn't necessarily about playing games, though. Is because I don't have input lag when I'm moving around. That only comes when I pull a muscle.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that hasn't happened in a while. So,
input lag brings meaning
lag. Yep, that's what physical input lag.
I love it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
So it's mine now, right? Yeah. On the note of that, then, what tips can you share for future streamers?
The thing I would share for future streamers, I'm gonna take a page out of Kanye the Giant's book, actually. Do not ever, I say ever, we all will at some point, but don't look at your numbers. Don't look at your numbers and treat the stream, the interactions with the stream, as though you're interacting with 1,000 people, as if you were interacting with one. So just keep talking to, like, the best way to explain it. I've worked in education for years now. And I go through the steps of, like, teaching things. So as I'm teaching something, I explain what I'm doing. So that would be the best, in my head, that would probably be the best way for a new streamer to get the hang of it, is just, while you're playing, you don't even have to be streaming. While you're playing, say out loud what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, here's what I'm doing. This is why. This is what I'm going to be doing next. This is the reasons why I'm doing these things. And this is what it's going to lead to in order to do this. And then you can kind of commentate and narrate as you go through the actual steps and the movements and whatnot. But that would be, and enjoy it. Enjoy it, because, I understand, like, if you have to stream full time, that's kind of a gray area. I'm thankful enough that I do not have to stream full time, but so I can only really come at it from my perspective. But yep, that's Grandpappy. That's
oh my gosh, thank you.
This is what he does. And Grandpappy, the reason why I have so many fucking awesome robes is because of you. It's because of you, because he keeps buying them for me. Like this one.
Oh, don't get ahead and answer those questions. Those are for later.
He knew what the answer was going to be. That's why I asked it.
Yeah, that's
beautiful.
But yeah.
What do you enjoy most about streaming? What's your peak?
The people.
Mm-hmm.
Such as Grandpappy.
You, sir.
Such as Grandpappy. The people that I have met, whether good interactions, whether positive interactions, negative interactions, positive that may have turned into something that wasn't necessarily what it was. There have been a couple of people who I've interacted with in the past who, may have initially been good friends and then other things happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I still wouldn't trade those things. Like, I would not trade those moments, those opportunities, those experiences, because any experience, whether negative or positive, can always be looked at an opportunity to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something that I've had to learn over many years of making tons and tons of mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That even something that doesn't work out the way you want it to can still be helpful in getting you to a place you want to be.
Yeah. Almost every stumbling block can be turned into a stepping stone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Man, Drew, you said you're going to be the one falling in love with him during the stream. I'm beating you to it.
Oh, I don't know. I'm so in love right now. You have no idea. I will fight you for him, actually.
Okay,
like,
all
I will
right.
legit.
Let's scrap.
Listen, we just have to build your character sheet, then we'll duke it out.
There you go.
Listen.
I don't think that would be very fair. I got a lot of years on you. I got a lot of higher character
Okay,
level.
I'll bring my secretary stork pistol. It'll be fine. He'll go full automatic.
Okay, yeah, all right.
It'll be fine.
You got me there. So,
Anyways,
all right.
we're just gonna fight over Squeaks now.
Switching gears a little bit here, Squeaks. Getting back on track. Squeaks, how long have you been playing video games, and what was the first one you ever played?
I've been playing video games since I was 5 or 6.
Wow.
First video game I ever played was Mario Kart 64 on the N64. Mm-hmm. I know for sure that was. The second one was on my Game Boy, my lime green Game Boy Color. I was playing the Pokemon games.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There you go. There you go. I think the one that I had was I think I had yellow.
I had Pokemon Yellow, but somebody stole it from me. So.
Yep. Oh, that's a great story. Yeah, I left. Yeah. I had I had my Game Boy Color. I had Silver, Crystal, and Gold. I had all 3 of them, and I left it on a plane. Oh. I left it on a plane in that little slide-in thing there. Yeah. Yep. I was devastated. I
feel that. Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep, it was tough. That was a tough one.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yep. I would say my favorite game though that I played was probably Lord of the Rings: Return of the King on PS2.
Really? That's funny. You jumped to our next question. So, your favorite game that you've played on stream, or just your favorite game ever?
I would say favorite game ever is probably.
Okay.
It's
cool.
probably
we
that
haven't
one.
heard the question.
The nostalgia of that one is just, that one hits hard. Mm-hmm. That one hits hard.
So Squeaks, what is your favorite game and your least favorite game that you've played on stream?
On stream, I will say I don't have a least favorite.
Okay.
I will say I do not have a least favorite. Nope.
So it doesn't have to be one you hated, just like your least favorite.
Least favorite.
When you could be like, I could skip that next time. We can skip it.
I think my least favorite one was probably one that I played recently. And Darius, I'm sorry if you're listening, man. That SCP thing, I don't even remember the name of it, is SCP something. That thing was like in early access. But oh man, apparently it's been in early access for years. And I'm like, this looks like a game that was created yesterday.
Wow.
Are we sure this is like been years because I think we need to make a little bit more of an effort. I think we need to make more of an effort here, guys. Come on. Buggy was an understatement with that game. Thank you, Ryan. Right? CP games are.
And your favorite game?
Oh. What would my favorite game on stream be? Favorite game that I played on stream? So many.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Maybe just one of the top three.
One of the top three, I would probably say Valheim.
Okay.
Valheim was one of my favorite games that I had played for a while. And there are so many people that are popping in here that have played either with me or have played the game for a very, very long time. And it's a great game. It is. There are aspects of it that I wish the devs would, put a little bit more effort toward, but listen, I'm not a game developer. I'm not even gonna try to develop a game because I can only imagine the amount of effort, energy, all of that goes into creating a game. So as much as I want to talk about it and all of that stuff, Valheim was one of the first ones that I ever played on stream, and it will forever go down as one of the favorites that I had. And it got me started. It got me introduced to Jake.
Wow.
It got me introduced to Jake. So
it's amazing is you just answered our next question, which was, what is your favorite survival game and why is it Valheim? And he gave us all the answers. So perfect. It's like he's psychic. We don't even need to have an interview. He can just talk.
Look, it's so beautiful. No, I love it so much.
It goes off of like not only have I done interviews for so long, but it's kind of like I understand the process. So I'm like, okay, so this is the direction potentially that we could go into. So I'm just going to answer all of these questions at the same time.
It's beautiful. I appreciate it so much.
Ditto. Yeah. Right.
I appreciate it.
How did you become a part of the Nord fam? How did you meet Nerdy Northerner? You said it was through Valheim. So do you want to tell that story? Tell that story.
So a buddy of mine told me like, hey, if you want to grow as a streamer, you got to get in with like a community. Best way to do it is with a gaming community, a specific game. And at the time, I was really enjoying Valheim. So looked around and I found Jake. Jake was at the time, I think 7,000 followers or something like that. And was hanging with him, chilling with him. Great dude. Had so much fun with him. So hung out and what was it? I think it was I had gotten affiliated in February of 2023. In March of 2023, I was at like maybe 150 followers or something like that. He sent me a message and was like, dude, do you want to be on the stream team? And I was like, what? Because me, 150 followers. In my head, once I had hit 100, I was like, I have succeeded at streaming. I was like, I can't even believe I have 3 digits. And I was like, this is crazy. Because I asked a couple of other people who like have been around Twitch for a while. I'm like, is this a normal thing to be invited to something when you're like 150 followers? And they're like, no. So, I took that, at face value, and I am incredibly appreciative for all of that stuff. And I've been dedicated to the team, the community as a whole, my own community, and improving all of the above. And so, he, I guess I don't want to say. I mean, he basically is now having me help him, kind of lead the team.
It's beautiful.
That's amazing.
Well, so
he appreciates and High King Jake has blessed you.
Exactly.
Love.
Exactly.
We love Nerdy Northern around here. His
Love
interview was
him.
one of our best ones on, I mean, all of them are great, but it was such an honor to have him on the show.
Oh, God,
Yep.
yes.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Nord fan, best fam. Nord fan, best fam.
Right.
All right,
Yes.
I'm fighting in chat with everyone. They're like, no, Nord fan, best fam.
It's okay to say Nord fam, best fam, because Stormkeep is we're our own fam.
It's different,
Right.
but I still love them.
we of course our super community is unofficial since none of us are partnered yet. But that's the goal is to get Stormkeep to be the actual stream team, and we have kind of as a super community of communities have teamed up with other ones like the Mighty Mango Mates and DYS, and we're just honored that we met Nerdy Northerner because he's exactly the kind of the model that we look up to, and you guys what you're doing. We really admire and appreciate it. So keep on inspiring and encouraging because that's what we're live for it. Switching gears a little bit, getting back to you personally, how did you get so damn good at games?
I don't feel I am. The only reason why I say that is because there are certain games, one game in particular that I still have yet to work out and get back to be honest, and that's Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm.
Until I beat Elden Ring, I will not admit that I am good at games.
Okay. Humility. We appreciate that.
I would say growing up in team sports, playing soccer, basketball, baseball, all of that stuff, like a lot of the games that I play are based around playing with other people.
Mm-hmm.
And because I, first off, don't like failing myself, but I do not like failing the team.
Mm-hmm.
I find ways or try to gain understandings of how to do things in the best way possible to ensure success for the team. And so that is where I build my mentality around, where it's like, okay, so I have to, and I have a somewhat photographic memory. And so I can remember different move patterns, attack patterns, all of those things of different enemies in different games, and I memorize them, and then I get the timing down for them in order to dodge, parry, whatever is necessary, and then be able to kind of help in that sense, right? So,
gotcha.
So that's that's kind of the purpose. That's kind of the purpose behind it. Yeah, exactly, Eleanor. Should you have 2 videos?
Speaking of sports, do you prefer watching or playing sports?
Playing.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I can't watch sports. I can't watch them because I also get really competitive.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I get competitive in sports as well, but I think as I've grown older, I have I've learned to enjoy playing more than just, playing and then getting so competitive that you lose the joy in what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah, there's a balance for sure. Yeah.
And I think streaming has kind of taught me that as well. It's like you got to make sure to actually enjoy what you're doing on top of it.
Yeah.
So.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. That's okay. Somehow or another, this question got messed up, but it's fine. I can. All right. Here's another one that I added to this for my own personal, because I want to know. What color or colors are your favorites to play in Magic the Gathering?
I have never played Magic.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought, never mind.
Magic.
So I saw you were into TCGs, so I guess I assumed, and I shouldn't have. Tell us let's start off with a better question then. What TCGs do you collect and play, and what are your favorites?
I used to have a Pokemon card collection.
Ooh.
And I used to have a Yu-Gi-Oh card collection.
I
also had a Digimon card collection as well, which was Digimon was favorite. I will watch that for the rest of my life and enjoy every single moment. Yep, everything. The movies, the show, everything, all of it. But with the TCG stuff, what ended up happening is the person who least enjoyed my video gaming also did not enjoy my card keeping. So, not only did she get rid of the cards, got rid of the Nintendo 64 and the PS2, all of the games, I was still to this day devastated. And it's also why I have a different mentality when I go about doing things, because from her perspective, it was a waste of time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't make a judgment of anyone else's feelings toward anything. Mm-hmm. So it's important for me, no matter how I feel about something, to be able to get an understanding from that person as to how something feels for them.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Because I don't want what happened to me to happen to somebody else that I am, interacting with. So, that's where it's like the negative, a negative experience turn into a learning experience.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well said.
So, my Pokemon cards got mixed in with an ex-boyfriend's Pokemon cards.
Oh no.
And then we ended up breaking up. And of course, I'm just like, you keep them, I don't get it. Because, crazy hormones. And so that's how I lost all of my Pokemon cards that I collected. No. I had so many.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Star Kitty and I have been commingling our Magic collection for since we've been together. But I don't really worry too much about it since we've been together 20 years so far. I'm pretty sure that it's safe. And honestly, I would give up the entire collection just to stay with her. So
there you go.
Okay, we're getting into the last three kind of interviews, straight style interview questions. And these are the last three fun ones before we get into the linkage and stuff and open the floor to questions from the audience. Druid, take it away with the last three.
Or the first of the last three.
First of the last three, correct, yeah.
Squeaks, what is the weirdest sleeping dream you've ever had that you're willing to share with the class?
The class, I love that.
When I was about 6 or 7 years old, I had a dream that Batman was carrying me above the buildings in a crowded city. All of a sudden, just slipped out of his hands. I'm falling, and before I hit the ground, I wake up next to vomit.
Oh, wow.
So I vomited at some point. Either during the dream or just before I woke up from the dream. And I was like, whoa.
That's crazy. That's wild. That's spooky. And it's extra spooky because, like, if I were to ever answer this question, the weirdest sleeping dream that I remember was also a Batman dream. I swear to God, I'm going to tell it to you. So it was, for some reason, me and the Batman and Robin, the Adam West Batman and Robin, were being chased by a giant hairball.
Oh.
I still visualize it to this day. It was a giant hairball, and it was just chasing us through the darkness. And then I woke up. That's all I remember of it. But
that's crazy.
What are the odds?
That's crazy.
It's so funny.
Wow. That's wild though that you had I've had some physical reactions where I got up out of bed or spoke French in my sleep, things like that. But I never had that strong a physiological reaction in your dream. That must have really scared the shit out of you. Well, it scared something out of you.
Yeah. Did both for sure. Did both for sure.
Oh, next question then. Since we're talking about, what the synergies of today's interview are ridiculous. Our next question is, if you could be any superhero from a comic book, which one would you be and why?
I've thought about this one a lot, but honestly, I like Marvel better than I like DC, but I would still be the Flash. It was my nickname as a soccer player as well, is because I am short and quick, and so it was easy. It's an easy correlation, and lots of energy, lots of speed, running around. So it kind of correlates. It's who I kind of embody, sort of, in a sense.
Yeah,
I totally see that, 100%. Yeah, I mean, very cool. The Flash was always one of my favorites growing up.
All right, so we are on the last question of the main interview questions before we open up the floor to a Q&A. Before we even start the Q&A, I'm going to post some links, and people are going to click on those links. They're going to hit follow, or every squirrel in the world will cry at the same time, and then you'll drown. You can't. It's impossible. You have to do it. You have to. Does the squirrel? So what does the squirrel say? So
you
just
don't want
do it.
others to cry.
Yeah, you don't want the squirrels to cry. Okay, you have to.
Yep.
So, but so sorry. So Squeaks, this is a one. You have to pick one. The other one disappears off of the face of the planet. Okay. Pecans or pistachios?
Pistachios, because they remind me of, just based on nostalgia. I remember I was at I think it was a Super Bowl party, and it was went after the pistachios that were salted. I think they were salted, and I think roasted as well. And oof, they hit so good that I still remember to this day how good they were in that moment.
Wow, that's awesome.
I've had good pecans, but I've never had an experience like that with pecans.
Honestly,
that's the only reason.
Exact same. And also, I will say, between pecans and pistachios, my bird will also only ever pick pistachios. Those are her favorite. But she gets really mad if she can't open them, and she'll have them in her little footsie and just shake them at me. And then I have to and I have to help her. It's very cute. So
I would answer the same way, but for the opposite reason. And that's that when I was growing up, one of the houses that we lived at for a few years had a pecan tree out front. And so, I have bad memories of being forced to go pick up pecans for long periods of time, and that we would just constantly be eating pecans. And I got so burned out on it that I'm like, yeah, absolutely pistachios every day of the week. All right, so here's that part where, just like Drew had said, go click on the links and share with him all your follows and your subs and your biddies, and make sure you lift this guy up to partner as quickly as possible.
Yes.
He's exactly the kind of people that we want to lift up on Twitch, because he makes the world and Twitch a better place.
Absolutely. And again, you don't want to make the squirrels cry.
That too.
You have to do it for the squirrels too.
You hear that, guys? If you want to save the squirrels, you gotta go support Squeaks.
Twin.
All righty.
With that being said, we can now start. We have a few questions lined up in the open forum Q&A.
Feel free, audience, to throw in any kind of interesting question. It can be a question for him or all three of us if you want. And also, same to you, Squeaks. If at any time during this you have any questions for us, we'd be happy to answer them.
Sounds good.
So Grandpappy Quibbers asks, where does Squeaks get all those sexy robes? Which you answered earlier, but can you elucidate a little bit more?
Yeah. So actually, where that comes from, because I am my community knows me as the dancing robed squirrel, is literally one day during a stream, I decided to wear a robe, and it was comfy, and people enjoyed it. So I was like, okay, I'll keep wearing them, and now I have like 10.
Wow.
So I got a few myself, and I put I put a bunch of them on Throne, and they just immediately started. They were just like, yep, there you go. So the latest one, the one that I'm wearing currently, is indeed from Grandpappy Quivers.
I love that.
That's fantastic.
This is the softest one that I have.
It looks fantastic. You can tell how soft it is on camera. It's
like sleeping on a pillow and a blanket all at the same time.
Oh, wow, I'm jelly. Grandpappy, thank you for gifting him that amazing robe. He's so dashing, and thank you for the gifted subs and the biddies too.
Yes,
earlier.
Thank you. Thank you. Goblin Books asks, Squeaks, what's your favorite sea creature?
Favorite sea creature?
That's
Does
an interesting question.
Count?
Yes.
The what?
A platypus is my favorite animal. Because it is a mammal and it's a duck. 100%.
Okay. Wow.
It is fantastic. It is the greatest thing on the face of this planet. A platypus. I think my second favorite would be a koala. But I would go to Australia to actually see these things. But there's like a 50% chance you just immediately die when you go to Australia because of all of the other animals that are there.
That's true.
Oh, yes.
Facts.
All the other danger monsters out there.
But
yeah. No pelicans.
I'm going to jump to this question that I had, and then I'll give you back to the Goblin Books question, Druid, afterwards.
Okay.
So I was wanting to know I thought of this question while we were prepping beforehand, and that is, what sort of games do you like to play when doing collabs with your stream team?
Party animal? Any like Party Animals, Among Us, Lockdown Protocol, Goose Goose Duck, those types of games. Which is really weird as like a stream team where you guys like hang out with each other, have fun with each other, trust each other to play games where you're killing each other and trying to figure out who has killed the other people.
Yeah.
We literally just played Goose Goose Duck yesterday on our stream.
Yep. I haven't questioned it until this moment in time, and that's actually a legitimate question. Why we do this. But the real answer is because everyone has different, like, we have a bunch of cozy streamers on there, a bunch of horror streamers, a bunch of survival crafters. So it's like trying to find games that everyone's going to enjoy is a little bit tough with regard to that. So playing those types of games actually works out really well. Jackbox as well. That's another good one.
I keep hearing about Jackbox.
Huh.
Y'all should try it.
Yeah. I keep hearing about it. I think even Izo's brought it up before. And
Really?
I'm just like, totally. And then I forget about it.
You will have a lot of fun. You'll have a lot of fun with the Jackbox games. Jackbox.tv games is hella fun.
Okay.
I definitely recommend playing it. And I know that you can get like different packs and stuff on Steam and whatnot. I don't know how expensive it is. It might be on sale. It might not be on sale. But definitely recommend if you're gonna do like community games type of thing.
Right
stuff
on.
like that.
Well, I'm sure she's writing it down now.
I literally just DM'd Pelican and like, I'm gonna just put this note here so I don't forget. Sending it to my secretary.
Yeah. And that's one of the games if you get it for free on Epic, like Pelican said, because I hate using Epic, except for Rocket League, just because that's where I've had it. But if it's free on Epic and you can get it for free, I would just get it so you can play it.
Right.
I just get it so you can play
it. Goblin Books also asks, I would like to know everything about that giant squirrel painting behind Squeaks.
That.
Yes.
So it's actually a blanket. It's actually a blanket that I got off Amazon. I think it was like
beautiful
20 or $30 or something like that. I looked up squirrel on Amazon and that shit came up and I was like, must have.
It's mine. It is mine.
Yep. And then the thing that's next to it, the orange thing that's on the couch, is a squirrel robe. Like the head folds, like comes over and is actually here. Let me get
Oh
it
my
real
God.
My heart eyes. It just
Oh my God, that is awesome.
So it actually has like little acorn pockets and whatnot. But yeah, there we go.
And he's winking too. That's badass. I love it.
I made sure to have my acorns next to me during this interview, guys, because
There you go.
must have the acorns close by for the squirrel. It's beautiful.
Foxy Roxy 245 asks if Squeaks could have any one big event happen during a stream, like a giant raid or throne donation, extreme hype train, etc. What would he want to happen? It's an interesting question.
Kind of like what happened with Zenny the other day. I'd want to get partnered. That's like the next goal for me.
Yeah.
Is the partner thing. And what's funny is I am not looking at any of my numbers. So like not before, not during, not after. So it's literally like when I log on to my page at some point and see, on the achievements page, like, hey, you've met all of the requirements for partner. You can now apply or whatever it says. I have no idea. Until that point, I'm not really looking at the numbers.
That's beautiful.
I agree. Honestly, I think that's the wise way to look at it. Because truly, that's the next stage, the next level, the bar that you have to achieve before you can truly say, I'm successful on Twitch. And now this is what comes next. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. For me, there's like short-term success and long-term success. The short-term success kind of happens over and over and over again with like each follow.
Yeah.
Because that's like, okay, it's another person who I get to give an opportunity to during the stream to just come in, get a little bit of a break, get a little bit of motivation, go off and do their thing. And then the long-term one is the partnering. And then after that, the long-term goal is to, get as many people, to follow who will then have an opportunity to just pop in at any point. So that's really the long-term goal for me is like, is more like an infinite type of goal.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And, go ahead, Drew.
I was just going to be like, so do you have any, we asked you, like, what is your advice to new streamers? Do you have any advice for people that are established streamers that are looking to grow and become partnered and stuff? Like, do you have any advice for us looking to grow and be like go on this partner path like you are? Do you have any advice? Besides don't look at numbers?
Besides don't look at numbers. I would say, because I'm a variety streamer, so like getting in with the community, if you're a variety streamer, is kind of a little bit like, even finding a genre can be tough at times. But what I would say is and this is kind of what I've done, is like built like a nice little foundation where I felt comfortable enough, and then I have just done my own thing. And what I mean by that is, like, one of the reasons why I don't look at the numbers at all is because it allows me to genuinely enjoy whatever game I'm playing. And that's why I don't put whatever game I'm playing on like a stream schedule, because I might be in the mood to play it on this day, but when I get to that day, it's like, ooh, I'm not really feeling survival crafting. I'm feeling like Stardew or something like that.
Right.
So instead of kind of locking myself in and forcing myself to kind of play a specific game or do a specific thing, I just kind of do my own thing.
Yeah.
And what ends up happening is, when you genuinely enjoy something, when your authentic self comes out during the stream, that's when you're going to find that people will just kind of flock to you.
Yeah.
Is when they see someone or something that they enjoy on the screen, they're going to go to it. And they're going to keep staying there. They're going to keep staying, keep coming back. They're going to, word of mouth, talk to other people, other friends, like, hey, you got to come check this person out for this reason, kind of same thing that my buddy told me at the beginning: get in with a community, or find streamer communities that you really enjoy being a part of. Keep going back. And, for some people, like, when you give like subs and all of that stuff, like, in their minds, it kind of sticks in their mind, and you're like, you almost gain rank, quote unquote, like, with them per se.
Yeah.
I don't really have that. Like, I don't care if people come in and spend bits and gifted subs and all that stuff, which doesn't mean that it's not greatly appreciated, because it is. My thing is all about the presence, whether you're chatting or lurking, y'all just being there. And it goes back to, gives me an opportunity to give everyone of y'all the chance to get a moment. It's that moment that's so important.
Yeah.
And so that's what I would say is, find the games that allow you to give your community the moments that are needed.
Agreed.
That's what I would say.
Yeah. I also want to qualify something I said earlier. I said that the only way you're truly successful is if you hit a partner. But I mean that in the context of if you're thinking of it like a career, right?
Right.
Because there are lots of ways to be successful on Twitch. There are folks who build communities just because they want to hang out with friends. There are folks who want to play multiplayer, do collabs. There are folks who want to do, like extra life stuff, right? There's lots of different ways to be successful on Twitch.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and everyone's definition of success is going to be different, and that's what makes us all different, unique, and awesome.
Yeah.
It's what makes it more fun.
Yeah. And in a way, it's almost like we're all playing a game together. It's like and there are goals that we set and achieve, and we try and hit, right? And that's why I keep calling it the river of Twitch, because we're all in here swimming together.
Exactly.
And we're of the philosophy that it's about how we lift each other up, not how we we're not necessarily competing with each other.
Right. Yeah. It's cooperation, not competition.
Yeah.
That's what we like to say.
I'm gonna read this out loud. Reaper Rabbit says, Squeaks is one of the most amazing, greatest streamers with amazing attributes that keep pulling people in such a positive way. It's remarkable. And everyone in his community is lucky to have a streamer like him. I completely agree.
I agree.
Like, I come in and lurk when I just need that, that serotonin boost. Like, it's so true. Squeaks is fantastic. I've been so excited about having Squeaks on. Like, I was just like, like, I get it if he can't, he's a busy guy, whatever. And like, he said yes, and I'm like,
hell yeah. We felt the up.
and I was like, And then I've just been so excited ever since. Cause like
Yes.
truly, like Squeaks is so positive, it's so wonderful. And I was also like, Ryan is gonna love Squeaks too. And I'm just like thinking of people to be like, hey, who would like Squeaks? Like, how can we spread the love?
One of our favorite things about this project that Drew and I started, Bandwidth and Banter, is how we are connecting people together, communities together. And like, it blows our mind when we start to see some of our regulars hanging out in the chats of other people that we met through Bandwidth and Banter, and it's exactly what we're hoping for. And because there's no discoverability on Twitch, not really, and this is kind of our way of trying to facilitate that.
Yeah, it's tough, but yeah, Reaper, I appreciate that, man. And Reaper is himself a streamer who we met recently, and is an incredible builder in some of those survival crafting games, and it's insane. I can't build. I'll fight all day long. I can't build, and he can build. But I appreciate the kind words, and that's it's because of the community that I continue to do what I'm doing, and I'll take a second because I know that she's out there, but my better half, Chelly Bell, who I see in chat there, she has been everything and more for me and my stream, and being able to support me and help me with all of the overwhelming aspects of the stream, like getting the bots together, stream elements, overlays. Like, she knows her shit. And we've been together now for just over a year, and we met actually in one of Jake's community games nights on a Friday.
Wow, that was going to be my next question. Mind reader again. Go on.
So we met in one of those nights, and we've been together since then, and I get to go and see her tomorrow. Guarantee you she's crying right now, but because that's what she does. But but yeah, no, I really
love so
really
much.
appreciate you, babe.
Not crying, okay, crying.
It's so cute.
That's so adorable.
That so much.
Yeah, I truly appreciate you, babe, as well as everyone who's a part of the, who's part of the NordFam community, my community, as well, and the community that you guys have here, which seems incredibly supportive and motivating, which is fantastic to see. And what I feel like my job is as a streamer, because I'm lucky enough that it's a part-time thing for me, is to be able to bring everyone else up with me. Like, is to champion exactly what Papa J-Dub has spoken about previously, is to champion other people.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like is most important in not only this day and age, but on Twitch in general, is to be able to give people those opportunities when either there may not seem like one, or where it's difficult to do so, because it's that important to me. So it's it's a huge credit to the community, and it's the community that I tried to create around positivity. Because there's enough negativity that goes on everywhere else in the world. This is the last place that we need it. And in a place 100%. Where we are playing games and having fun, this is not a place where we need any type of negativity. So
100%. I completely love that so much. It's so good. I'm like, we're trying to get distractions from Meat Space. Okay, that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to have a good time, hang out. This is our this is chill time, guys. I love it so much. It's so good.
Getting on to the questions, the Brandyman asks, What are your favorite sound redeem, and what is your favorite sound redeem, and why is it hoedown?
Reason why it's a hoedown because Brandy's an ass and keeps redeeming it over and over again. But I actually got it from his stream. Brandy, the Brandy Man can. So I name a lot of redeems that I find other people have after the people I find it from.
Right.
So like Brandy, I saw he had a hoedown redeem, and I was like, you know what? That would be cool. Adri Radiance, who's another member of the NordFam stream team, has a Bing Bong remix redeem that I've named Adri's Bing Bong. And so I like to pay homage to those people who have, there you go, Grandpappy's, there's a sound alert that Grandpappy redeemed over and over again. It's the missile knows where, that one, which we all know. The missile knows where it is and where it's not. Yep. And that one that he used to play every single stream. So I renamed it Grandpappy's Missiles, and Shelly actually made those emotes for him, and those are Grandpappy's Missiles. So I like to be able to pay homage to people in the community, other streamers as well. But yes, Brandy, the favorite redeem being the hoedown.
What is your actual favorite song to dance to on stream? Do you have a favorite?
It is between the Dragon Ball Z remix and the Thunder, which is what a lot of people know me for. Not that one.
No.
It's Thunder by Gabri Ponte, who apparently was part of Eiffel 65. Eiffel 65, who did Blue.
Oh.
Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die.
Interesting.
Gabri Ponte is part of that group, but he has a song called Thunder, and that is the song that I am most known for, I would say.
Okay.
But yeah, whenever you get a chance, definitely listen to it, because it's it's hella fun.
Beautiful. I also have the Blue song as a redeem.
There you go.
So good. Caffeinated Zombie asks, Squeaks, do you like hugs? Not everybody does, but we got a lot of huggers in our community.
I am a huge hugger. I am, one of my love languages is physical contact, which Chelly knows very well. I love to hug. Very, very often. Yep.
Yeah.
Must have the hugs.
Yes.
So yes, the huggiest. Exactly, babe. Exactly. What up, Diversity? How you doing, dude? Yeah, Diversity would always come in and redeem the Dragon Ball Z thing every time he pops in.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to do in Druid's chat, she's got the little, I forget what it's called, with the little guys running around on the bottom, the little kitties and stuff.
Oh, like my stream avatars?
Yeah, stream avatars. So I have a little kitty, and I always have these stars and hearts flowing out of me because I'm going around hugging everybody, and I love that so much.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yep. So, because like the little avatars will go hug each other, and it's really cute.
Yeah,
that's very cute.
And then when you duel someone, they'll fight each other.
Oh, there you go.
Do you have any questions for us while we're waiting for a couple more from the community?
What are y'all's goals? Near and far.
Near and far.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, get anybody in Stormkeep partnered to make it an official stream team. I don't care who it is, but if you are under the banner of Stormkeep and you become partnered, you're sending us the stream team code and we're doing it. We're making it happen. I don't care. We got to make it happen. That's a big goal for us.
Yep, that's our I would say that's our long-term goal for sure.
For sure. I don't even care who it is, but somebody needs to make the Stormkeep stream team. The temptation is real to just ask anybody who is a partner, just be, can you do? Yeah. But I won't. I'm good. I'm good. I don't do it. But listen, I've almost messaged the Nerdy Northerner like, hey, can you? No, but I don't. I'm good. And that's it. Like, really, like, I want at the end of the day, my ultimate goal is just people can come to me and go, Druid, this is the kind of vibe that I'm looking for, or I'm looking for an artist, or I'm looking for this. And then I could be like, this direction, that person. I want to just be like, I know where to send you for what you need, my guy. I got you covered. And that's at the end of the day, my ultimate goal is like, just sending people off to go find their happy places, because I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I recognize that, and it's okay with me, but I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people on Twitch. I know a lot of people on the internet. So if I could direct
we
you
know
home,
a lot of people for sure.
So that's my personal goal at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Go there.
Yep. Yeah, listen, I understand not being everyone's cup of tea. Listen, I'm crazy as fuck, so not everyone enjoys the crazy as fuck mode. And that is perfectly okay. It's an opportunity, honestly, it's even an opportunity to have people come in like that who are like, "Whoa, this is too much." Cuz at least you've gotten some energy. You've gotten a little bit more energy regardless of whether you wanted it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And you've gotten enough energy to be like, "Okay, maybe not."
That's funny. I love it.
It points you in the right direction,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of whether you need it or not.
Yeah. Just to finish off my answer, because obviously our long-term answers are the same. My short-term answer would be, just to continue building what I've been doing and supporting I want to be able to support the folks of our stream team even better. To be able to be there for them more than I have been able to, like on a personal level, I'm starting a workout stream next month, next year, that I'm looking forward to getting that off the ground. I call it the Witcher workout, and so since I kind of it's going to be fun, and Druid has helped me with some of the tech, and looking forward to making that work. So
that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun.
I'm excited.
So let's see.
Ryan G. Wiz.
Yeah. He asks, if you had to lip sync for your life, what song are you choosing for your life? Like life or death, you're going to die if you don't lip sync?
You're going to die. You need to lip sync a song.
So what's funny is not only can I lip sync this song, but I can also sing this song. And it was the first one that I've ever memorized.
Oh.
It is "Man, I Feel Like a Woman" by Shania Twain. and I have done that on stream before.
That's awesome.
It did not get saved to the VOD. It did not get saved to the VOD because it's from Spotify, so it didn't get saved to the VOD. But for those who were there, they witnessed it.
Could hear in my soul Ryan's squeal of excitement. I know exactly what Ryan sounded like
in that moment. Yep.
When he heard you say that.
It's true.
I know for a fact, I know the squeal. He literally was just like, I love him. Oh my God. And yes, I felt it in my whole soul. That was so beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Fantastic. Dreaming Truth, what up? Good to see you guys.
Goblin Books ask, this is a really sweet question. Goblin Books asks, Squeaks, who inspires you?
So many people in so many different ways. My sister inspires me because she and I have been close for a very long time. We weren't always close, but we definitely are now. She inspires me with pieces of both my mom and my dad, who are both still alive. I just don't have a great relationship with them because one is like a 10, one is like a 0, and there's no in between. And my sister is the in between.
Oh, wow.
So my sister and I are very good in terms of being able to communicate and understand one another and each other's difficulties and struggles and whatnot. I would say Chili also inspires me with the relationship that we have and have had. She and I, I've never experienced the amount of support in a relationship that she's given me before. So that is inspiring. And I would say Papa J-Dub, who I don't know if he's here because I know he was streaming earlier. I will give credit where credit is due for years. But that dude with his amount of genuine love and just him being himself, his authentic self, and being honest about his feelings on stream, which a lot of people, sometimes you think you have to put up a facade and so that you don't mess up how you look on stream and do this and do that. He is like, if he's struggling and having a rough day, he is going to let you know. It's on his face. He's not going to hide it from you.
Mm-hmm.
And with him saying that he wanted to find more ways to champion other people was just, it hit a different spot on me than I've ever been hit before, and it has driven me for the last like month. It has just driven me to be better, to want more for my stream, for myself, for my community, honestly for everyone on Twitch, because the partner push that I'm doing is not only not focused on a specific game, but it's not even focused on gameplay. It is just existing. And it's an opportunity to show anyone and everyone that you can do it no matter what. No matter what games you play, no matter what else you do, no matter how you look, how you play. It is an opportunity for everyone and anyone to be able to get that check mark if you want it bad enough.
Right on. That's awesome.
So
it's inspirational that you want to be inspirational. I love it. This switching gears a little bit. This is a fun little question from Goblin Books. Who was your first anime crush?
Who was my first anime crush? Wow. Damn.
If it's okay, I'd like all three of us to answer. Well, I guess Druid doesn't really watch anime, so sorry. I'm gonna answer in this while he's thinking. Ironically, my first anime crush isn't an anime character, but an anime voice actress. Monica Rial is just an amazing voice, and she does so much in anime that like I would say that her voice is like my first anime crush. It is a tough question.
It's a very tough question. I have to think back through all of the you know what? I think it is wow, I just completely blanked on her name. One Piece, red hair. Nami. Nami from One Piece. That would definitely be it.
Nice. Yep. Great choice.
I can't.
So.
I guess any of the male love interests from Fruits Basket.
Okay, so she can answer. Very good.
I had to really dig deep for that one.
So Druid, you get the last question of the day. You got to start.
I'm just so excited about this question.
Yeah, this is a fucking great question. I hope it's something that we can make happen. I intend it.
Listen though, for real, like, okay. Diversity 011 asks, will you and the Nord fam ever do a collab stream playing games as a group, or maybe even a D&D stream?
The answer is yes. It will happen at some point. There are a lot of details and things to get worked out prior to. I know that Jake has DM'd before.
Yes.
Which would make sense for him to be the DM as the leader of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but without that, he has DM'd before. I think it would be super fun. I think it would be a super fun opportunity for everyone involved, in addition to all of the communities, to be able to see something like that.
Yeah.
And I think that would really be. I think it would be a great opportunity for sure.
If you need help just with logistics, let us know, because we stream D&D.
Yep.
So if you need help, like we
Sweet.
can like legitimately like help out however you need.
Yep.
So
Awesome.
to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the world needs more D&D, obviously.
Agreed. I watched Legends of Evantris
Have you seen
so
clips
many
of
times.
them?
I'm like, Bitsy is everything I need always.
It's beautiful.
Yep.
I love it so much, but I love that. But yeah, no, for real though, like the logistical side.
Agreed.
We can help
Yep.
you with
We
that.
would be happy to assist and help with that. And who knows, maybe in the doing so, we could potentially do some crossover super community stuff together. That would be amazing.
Absolutely.
So just to wrap up today, because we're at that time, it's already come. But share with us one final thing that you would like people to know about you and your stream that you haven't shared today.
I would say the first thing is I'll be streaming in like half an hour or so.
That's good.
But I would say that in the event that you ever feel like, and this is my community, this is y'all's community, this is really every community. If y'all ever feel like you are alone for a holiday, for a day, for a week, for a month, please reach out to one of us. Reach out, because, and I know that it's a difficult thing to reach out. That's like the most difficult part, is the initial reaching out. And it's not just for all of you guys, it is for us streamers as well, to reach out to other people, to reach out to other streamers. It is not an easy thing, and it's one of the reasons why I go out of my way to check on so many people so often. There are people who I check in on Discord with at least once a week, if not more, just because like I see some people's Discord, profile messages and whatnot, and I'm like, that's concerning. Let me, message. Let me check on people, because you never know what anyone's going through at any given time, and that's the reason why I do what I do, is because if anyone's ever down, if anyone needs a little pick-me-up, energy-wise, emotionally, mentally, anything like that, even physically, fair point. But, like, that is why I do what I do. I do what I do to be able to give you guys that opportunity without you necessarily having to do anything. It is me trying to give people energy to motivate them to get through the day. Because each day brings different difficulties and different obstacles. And if I can, during my stream, allow you an opportunity to take in some energy, get a little bit of motivation from whatever I've done, to then push you through the rest of that day, I have done my job. Don't need bits to do it. Don't need subs to do it. I just need my energy, which I have a lot of. And I have for ages. It's apparently why I work so well with kids, is I have more energy than they do.
And that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why you're a radiant, shining light on Twitch, and why we were honored to have you on today. Thank you so much.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
You betcha. All right, everyone, go follow and support and subs and biddies this shining golden nut.
listen to the squirrel.
Yes, you don't want to make the squirrel sad.
No.
You got to go support. Thank you guys once again for an amazing interview. Such a pleasure and a treat to have Squeaks on. I'm so glad we found him through Nerdy Northerner. Very, very cool. Very lucky. Obviously next week, like we were saying earlier, next month, the month of January, we're taking Bandwidth and Banter off. Sorry guys, I know it's Edge, but we'll be back hardcore in February. Who's our first person back in February?
We'll wait to announce that.
Oh, when are we going to announce it? Because this is actually
when we post up the flyer.
All right, be looking out for the flyer then. I guess it's going to be a secret surprise, and we're gonna try and work on another the videos that we do, the Stormkeep Crier in January. So yeah, that's all I got. Anything else, Druid?
I love you guys.
Yes, indeed. That's what we got to do. Spread the love. All righty, let's wrap this thing, shall we?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to the show.
Please drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below.
And if you're listening to the podcast,
please rate and review the episode.
We are Bandwidth
and Banter. And good night.